Hi folks. My last video was about putting a Sawyer 0.1 filter into my water purifying setup, and the reason I was doing that is because these Doulton Stericyral ceramic filters are no longer filtering the water properly, and they're not cleaning out the, improving the taste of the water or anything like that. So now that Sawyer system will also not improve the taste. What it will do is remove most of the bacteria and things like cysts and that kind of thing. So it takes all the organic bad stuff out of the water, but it doesn't improve the taste. And I got to thinking about these filters and decided that what I was going to try to do is try to revive the filters. So what I've done here is I went over to Walmart and I bought this activated charcoal, activated carbon, and what I'm going to do is to cut off the ceramic part, empty out the old stuff that's in here, and then fill it with the new stuff. Now, I realize that that will not make this like a new Doulton filter, because I think, and I'm not 100% sure about this, but I think that the activated charcoal that they use in Doulton, I think that's impregnated with silver, and this stuff isn't. So it'll improve the taste of water by using this, and it'll remove the chlorine, but what it won't do all the things that the original Doulton will do. Now, I've got that carbon, and I'm also using this Gorilla Glue. The reason I'm using this particular glue is because I read online that this glue is food safe. So that's why I'm going to use it. And this cost me $6 at Walmart, like $6.15 or something like that. And this cost about $6, so that's $12 I've got into it. Now I'm going to use a hacksaw blade in order to cut the top of this off, and then I'll show you how we proceed after I do that, because I already did one. Now you don't want to cut all the way to the bottom, you just want to cut through the ceramic portion. So you just want to kind of spin it and cut as you go. Now, I should tell you that I looked online to see if anybody else had done this on YouTube, and nobody has. So there was one person that did this to a Brita filter, but it wasn't. I've never seen anybody do it to one of these candlestick type filters. So anyway, so I've got it off, and it doesn't take long. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dump this charcoal in here on this plate so you can see what we got. I should also mention that I let this filter dry for a couple of days before I did this, and in my opinion it really needs to be dry. So this is what we have. We got this ceramic filter, and now it's empty, and this is the old charcoal, which has no value anymore. Now the problem we got here, of course, is that this ceramic is still inside here. But what I'm going to do is just break it out. I can break most of it out using this screwdriver. So most of it will get broken out, and I'll show you what I figured out to do for the step after that. So here you can see I've got quite a lot of it. Out. I don't have all of the ceramic out, but I have a lot of it out. And the next part is I can put this in here. Let it grind against each other. And this will take a little while too. This might take 5 minutes to do this. So I've been working at this now for probably maybe 5 minutes, and the bottom of that ceramic material that's left in there is pretty smooth, so I'm pretty confident that I can get a good seal on that. Now another thing that needs to be done is it's got to be sanded off and the crud removed from the outside of this thing, and that's got to be done periodically anyway. With these kind of filters, you got to do that every now and then. So I'll do that next. I've gotten this sanded down, and it does kind of make a mess, so it's best to have some paper towels or something. I'm going to just brush it off. And then the next step will be to fill it with charcoal. And for that, I've got this funnel. Now, of course, you can't fill it 100% all the way because you have this in the way, but it's got to get most of the way. And this tub of activated carbon is enough to do 2 at least of these, and maybe 3. So we'll just pour it in there. So I've got it pretty much full, not all the way. Need a little bit more in here. So that might be a little too much. Let's just try this in there. That's a little too much. So now it's seated on the bottom, and the next step is to glue it. I forgot to mention before, this Gorilla Glue is also waterproof. The original Gorilla Glue is what it is. This is supposed to be waterproof as well. So I'll just put a bead of this stuff on here. I'm putting a fairly heavy bead because I want to make sure that it doesn't leak. So there's my glue. And now all I have to do is put this on and let that dry. So here are my two filters, and they're drying. They've been drying now for a few hours at least, and they're on there pretty solidly, but since the Gorilla Glue instruction says to let them dry for 24 hours, I guess that's what I'll do. And I have them with those glasses on top, those water glasses, because I'm trying to put some weight on them. This Gorilla Glue suggests that they be clamped, and I don't really have a clamp that will accommodate these things. So they're completed, and I'll test them out, and if there's any problem with them not working properly, I'll make a video about it. But anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching.